Nikki. Cell phone, watch your cell phone. Mirai Nikki. Watch your cell phone. Cell phone, watch your cell phone. Don't call me.
Starting this thing. Oh. Welcome. What are we calling this podcast?
Eyez on Crash podcast.
Eyez on Crash. Welcome.
Welcome to Eyez on Crash podcast. We're here to talk about multimedia bullshit, whether it be manga, anime, or Kamen Rider. Or whatever else.
Tokusatsu or things. Maybe even an American thing once.
Oh, perhaps.
What? But then we have to not be a weeaboo.
Oh, no. You and Casey and perhaps Charlie have been watching Arrow. Maybe you could be on there and talk about that once.
Yeah, maybe someday. I've only got like 5 episodes in for Casey, but I'm caught up fully. So, I mean, definitely one time. And you should check it out, too. You should watch it with us. Anyway, so welcome to the paid cast. My name is Bob.
I'm Leon.
Guess I'm special guest here, Shaq.
You're special Shaq. You know?
Yes, I am.
Now, we got famous basketball player Shaquille O'Neal on our very first podcast.
Oh, you.
Oh, you.
You want to fight? Fight me!
I challenge you to a basketball match.
You and the Fushnikin.
What?
This is already derailing itself. Anyway.
Yes, I know. I'm from that time.
We're here to talk about anime.
Yeah. All right. So what are we going to talk about first?
I guess how was your weeks, everybody?
Yeah.
More of the same. Pretty much gotten a little bit more chaotic. Working on websites. There's one website I managed to overdo, and now I'm getting a raise for it. It's like, hey, you want to make a website for us? Yeah, sure. Week 1, I do the sketches, and then I do the entire front page. It's like, wait, we didn't ask for this. Oh, shit.
I thought you told me to work on it. that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know there was a process to this. You didn't tell me about that. You just said work on a website.
Oh, but so Leon, how was your week?
Hating my job. So
I got a story about hating my job in a second, but keep going.
So yeah, I was working, and the position I was in, the area, the department, that's the word I want. The department I was in was woefully understaffed. So I was working 6 days a week when I was only supposed to be working freaking 5. And just I was getting too much hours. I never thought I'd be complaining about getting too much hours. But I need to have a life.
You need to have a monies.
And so Leon would get way more money than he ever thought, at the price of his sanity.
Basically. And so I quit, and they were like, since you're quitting, you want the year-end blowout all the hours. And I was like, sure, why not? It's only the last 2 weeks. And this week, Sunday through Wednesday, I was going to say yesterday, but I don't know when I'm putting this up, so that'll confuse everyone. Sunday through Wednesday.
To clarify this to all the new listeners, he works at a supermarket, a super-duper supermarket.
We're in, this is October. This is October. We're in the month of October.
That's right.
We should always
clarify. We're in
the beginning of the podcast.
Yes.
Meanwhile, at the Super Friend stores of Legendary Realms, in the middle of October, our heroes are doing a podcast.
That's right.
Yes. So yeah, Sunday through Wednesday, 10 hour, 11 hour.
Damn.
Jeez.
And my week, well, it was pretty normal until today. See, I work at a boatyard. I do labor work. And lately I've been working half a day as a labor worker and half the day, 4 hours as a night watchman, where I basically just drive around, make sure everything's okay, make sure nobody's doing anything illegal. So here I am just in the office, sitting, minding my own business, and then I walk out because I notice it's 4 o'clock, time for me to do my rounds. And then all of a sudden I see there's a leather bag in front of my office. I'm like, who put this leather bag in it? It is an open leather bag with a Trader Joe's bag in it. So I'm like, I guess this might belong to someone.
Oh, you see something, say something.
Pretty much.
This might belong to someone. I'm gonna put it into the office. Mind you, it was open, so clearly the person didn't give a shit about people like even seeing everything in there. But I put it in the office regardless. I do my rounds, come back 20 minutes later, office stinks. Office stinks like ass. So then, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I sometimes there's sink smells. I try looking at the sink. It's not the sink. I try looking at the bathrooms. It's not the bathrooms. So then, I see this leather bag sitting there, and it reeks. And I'm like, oh, what is that? So I take the Trader Joe bag off of it, and there's shit! There's shit in the bag! In the leather bag! And I'm not even joking, there's a picture, I have a picture, I didn't take a picture of the shit, but just the bag in the garbage, because that's where it belongs. Clearly, nobody wants it back if there's shit in it, so I don't care about throwing it out!
What was this shit? Somebody shit in a Trader Joe's bag and then put it in a leather bag,
the leather bag, the Trader Joe paper bag was overlaying the shit in the bag, in the leather bag.
Somebody took a shit in the leather bag.
I'm not even joking.
They just left it and just...
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I think the mystery shitter strikes again. I think that might be the same guy who shat on the bathroom floor and ran away.
The mystery shitter. That's a good start to our podcast, mystery shitting.
He's coming up with new and inventive ways to just take a dump.
What are you talking about?
Come here. You gotta tell the story now. Why is a shit ass lying?
How am I shit ass
on the
lying?
podcast? Why is a shit
Real
ass lying?
shit. We're not cutting
Introduce
this out.
yourself.
Real talk.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
Or you can just run away.
No, get back here.
You can run away.
That happened. The viewers are probably very confused about what this podcast
Listeners,
is about
actually.
anymore. Viewers, listeners, same thing. Just you do it with your ears.
Alright.
Good. That was good.
I think I might have to equalize the shit out of this.
You might have to edit the fuck out of this. Cut this.
I'm not cutting that.
No. But anyway, so fucking so the anime that we're going to be talking about is a fucking terrible thing that nobody should watch, Mirai Nikki.
Oh, God.
Guess I already gave my view on that. I hate that anime.
I
hate it.
I can't say I like it, but I can't say I hate it either.
If I could describe the process of watching Mirai Nikki, it's like, imagine, if you will, they make a brand new, shiny new train in your town. And it's all fast, has all the luxury seating and everything. It's shiny and brand new. It looks great. But then the shit-ass chef leaves the oven on overnight. So then when the train starts rolling, it's pretty nice at first, but then the oven blows up, and then the train derails itself. And then not only derails itself, but then, it's going down a hill, and that's fine. Not fine, it's a derailed train, it's horrible. But then a cliff shows up, and it's just rolling down the cliff, burning, dying! And then it blows up! Because it's just fuck it, just blows up! That's it, doesn't exist! That is the experience of watching Mirai Nikki. Let me tell you.
To me,
that is accurate.
To me, it's one of those animes that's it's so bad it's good. I can only advise any of you listeners out there, just turn your brain off by episode 1, because the second you start questioning shit is the second you fry.
If you want to watch Mirai Nikki, then you might want to go watch it and then come back, because there's going to be spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers past here. Anyway, so Leon, explain the premise of Mirai Nikki.
Let me try to succinct the whole thing up before we delve into details. Okay, everyone gets future cell phones. Everyone fights. Future time travel bullshit happens. There's a Dragon Ball Z fight.
That's the abridged version, but the real version is there's a kid named Yuki Teru. I don't know his last name.
The most bitch-made fucking little shit kid.
Yuki.
He's protagonist history.
If you ever seen Hitman Reborn, he's like Suna if he never got powers.
Oh,
yeah,
God, you're right.
And was a bitch still, forever.
Yeah.
Never. Anyway, so Yuki, he's just an average Average. I'm shrugging right
He's
now.
less than average.
Less than
He's
average.
a below average high school
Less
kid.
than average high school kid.
Below average in everything.
Yes,
Like,
whose
this is the
only
kid you-
aspirations is to look at the stars, and he will keep reminding you that he really wants to look at those
He
goddamn
wants to look
stars.
at those stars with his family.
Take a fucking telescope, goddammit!
Yeah, so he wants...
Get remarried to my mom. Oh, we gotta go watch the stars.
Why?
Oh, he shoves it down your throat. Every time, like, there's something crazy that happens, they use the star thing to kind of just bring you back to normalcy when it really doesn't. It just makes him look crazier. Because the only thing he fucking cares about is looking at the goddamn stars in the sky that never leave. They're there always.
It's like,
Just wait till 8 o'clock.
it's like there's like cars like exploding. There's people dying in the background scenery, but hey, look at these stars
I
though.
want to go
No,
look
it's
at
like
the
I have to live and win this game so that I can see the stars.
With mom and
basically,
dad.
Back on track with the stories, the premise. So then Yuki Teru's just a high school kid. He's a bitch. And there's this girl named Yuno who he has the hots for. She's a smart, intelligent girl who's got everything going for her, as it seems.
He doesn't particularly have the hots for her.
She kind of...
What happens is like
Yeah.
everybody in the school knows her because she's like kind of the school idol. And he's all like,
So he kind of sees her as that, like everybody else.
yeah,
Everybody has the hots for her.
basically,
Somewhere. Everybody
with her fucking
wants her.
bubblegum pink hair.
Yes.
I don't even know how that happens.
Her, like, eye-gougingly bubble-gum pink hair. God damn it. So, then it doesn't seem like she's as normal as it seems, because then all of a sudden, Yuki has like, these strange text messages on his phone that seemingly...
Wait. Here's what happens.
Yeah, you,
All right.
you do it better, because I'm like,
Alright, so,
synopsis is-
goes as such. He's sitting in his house, he's like, I have no friends. But these imaginary friends in my head. One is the god of time and space named Deus Ex Machina. Fucking, really? Deus Ex Machina?
Literally, he's really named Deus Ex Machina.
And his assistant Miru. Or whatever the fuck.
Gangaro, small girl.
Small chibi devil thing. I don't fucking know.
So he's all like, shit's about to pop off, Yugi. I'll see you later.
That's literally how the conversation goes.
And then he's like, I wonder what that meant. And then he comes home, he goes to school and he looks at his cell phone and he notices that future, like, things are happening before he writes his diary. His diary is writing itself and he can see into the future. And he gets home and he's all like, Deus Ex Machina, what's going on? He's like, oh, I gave you a future diary. There you go.
It's like,
Cool, right?
Yeah.
Also, there's more people with future diaries. Also, you guys gotta kill each other to become the next god. See ya!
Also, you might not want to
And
lose
then-
track of that phone.
And Yuki is like, wait, you're a real guy? He's like, I'm a fucking god. I can hang out in some bitch ass kid's
Like,
mind
do
if I want to.
Do I not look like a god to you?
He's like, I thought you were part of my imagination. Nope. All real, baby.
Turns out you saw me the whole time.
And, oh yeah, don't drop or break your cell phone in any way, because if you do, you're dead.
You'll be sucked away into your own personal black hole.
Basically.
Fuck.
It's like, congratulations,
That's
you
some shit.
quite literally.
So, from the outset, the premise is pretty
The
good.
premise is fucking cool.
It's a survival game, and it's just got a really cool concept. A lot of neat
Simple enough
ideas.
and easy to follow too. Just
But
People
Wow.
who can see into the future trying to kill each other. That's hype. But here's what happens. The writer had a brilliant idea. One brilliant idea. And the premise of that story was the brilliant idea, and he was done. He was not smart enough to write this story.
No. Here's what it was. He had a very competent story. It was all well written out. It was ready to go, and then he spilled coffee on it.
yeah, he's like,
And he's like, and he's just sitting there going,
fuck! And then simultaneously flipped the table where all the papers are scattered everywhere. Tried to piece them back up. Oh no, 3 minutes and then the anime has to come out. What am I gonna do? Or rather manga, because it was a manga first. But.
and then he tries to desperately to just read off
I have to give
the
this to
coffee
my
stains.
editor in time.
Oh no!
Oh,
And,
Why
it,
did I go
and
to
it
the
seems to
counter?
keep happening to me every week. How do I keep doing? How does this keep
so let's start by discussing all the diary users.
Yes.
The first one they run
Go in
into.
numerical order, or
The first one they run into is a fucking jobber
Just
serial
3,
killer.
even though I think he's 3, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he's 3.
no, he gets 3.
We're not going to get the numbers right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't.
fuck the numbers.
Most of the numbers aren't going to be right because
Oh yeah, we probably should have mentioned like
we're just going to describe.
Yeah, we're gonna describe them. You'll know who we're talking.
Yeah, if you watch or read, while you watch, you'll understand.
Jobber McStabbington is what we'll call the first one.
Yeah, he's a scrub and doesn't really.
He's a scrub who gets taken out in one episode.
But he gets shown a couple of times for some reason, like he's important.
It's like, hey, I'm important even though I'm not. I died on the.
I am a diary holder.
I look pretty cool.
The whimsy.
He had a pretty cool design that was wasted on a nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably would have done much better in a different anime.
Yeah. And then we have the second person,
Technically, 1 and 2 is Yuno and Yuki.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Yuno's, we
didn't even go into yet.
the main crux of this story, basically.
My God.
Oh boy.
So Yuki,
where do we begin?
So, okay, I'm gonna finish describing Yuki. Yuki, bitch ass little kid, goes to high school. He's all like, I'm a bystander. I don't interact with anyone. I don't interact with anything. So that's what my diary does. It just kind of tells me about my surroundings because that's how I wrote my diary.
I am the background character.
Yeah, see, he wants to be the ultimate background character.
His whole purpose in life is to
And
stay in the
Yuno was
background.
like, oh, this background character is so cool.
He's such a cool guy. I want him. Really
I wanna be his wife.
He's my wife.
My life is falling apart, so I'm gonna cling to this guy.
To which I do not know, have never talked to, or any of the sort, much less hold a conversation.
I talked to him once after school. When
but he's the one!
I talked to him once after school while we were both stuck, not knowing what we wanted to do with our future. Oh no, he knows what he wants to do. He wants to see the fucking sun.
So basically, here's how the conversation goes. We managed to hold a conversation. He's the one!
Basically.
Yeah, more or less.
And so Yuno is now crazily obsessed with him to the point where
that's an understatement.
To the point where her diary is I can find out in 10-minute intervals what Yuki is doing.
Like, her future diary is quite literally focused around Yuki.
It is the stalker diary.
Stalkers. What are you doing right now, diary? What are you doing right now? What are you...
Oh, you're about to die? Oh, I guess I saw that coming.
Oh, Yuki.
Okay, so that's Yuki and Yuno. And then Jobber McStabby was just a teacher at the school, and then they body him. He was like, oh, it turns out he was a teacher at the school.
Oh, no. Ooh.
And then the third one is
Mirai, or whatever her name is, the crazy. I'm a terrorist.
Bomber terrorist lady.
Like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even quite sure how you.
And I say that in the complete way she says it because she just goes around telling people that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know.
She's not subtle.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I'm pretty sure terrorists are not self-proclaimed.
Yes, terrorists don't call themselves terrorists.
I'm sorry.
But she was like, this is what I got. This is why I got into the profession.
This is my occupation, to be a terrorist.
I get paid to be a terrorist.
That's what I do.
But you can't.
Also, she's from the Middle East. If you couldn't tell by her bleach bleach white skin.
Yep. Totally. Just being in Japan made her white.
Just by her regular anime character looks that she's from the Middle East.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, man. The first...
She didn't even try!
He really didn't.
It didn't. I mean, even Setsuna from Gundam 00 looks more like a Middle Eastern person than she does. At least he has tan skin.
And just like...
Not bleach white!
That's some Gundam Wing Middle East shit right there.
Yeah.
Remember
Wasn't there like a Middle
dude
Eastern...
with the fucking scimitars?
Yeah, it was,
Sandrock Gundam pilot.
Gundam Catra. Yeah,
Catra was supposed to be Middle Eastern?
Catra a Barbara winner! Can we not talk about Gundam Wing? Let's keep talking about this shit. Why are we talking about this shit?
Welcome to the first episode.
Sloppy, but good.
So anyway,
Good.
let's try to continue on as best as we can before breaking out into rage.
Yeah.
Alright, so, the, crazy terrorist bomber lady has the escape diary where she can I guess she just has shit waiting in the wings because the first time she escapes, motorcycle just first she BB hoods some smoke
Out of her skirt.
and then she just, motorcycle out of nowhere.
Oh my
And believe
god,
me,
her
us,
tire.
like, that may have not sounded any sense making, that was a word. But you watch it.
And what I just rambled is what happened.
Exactly.
Oh my
so you
God.
won't
BB hood,
understand.
smoke missiles, and then motorcycles.
Also,
so
she
long
has a bomb
fuckers.
attached to her heart.
Yes, she has a dead man activated bomb.
Basically.
It blows up big.
Pretty much.
Big bro.
I don't know why she has it at the ready.
So next character that was
Because she's a
introduced-
terrorist. Fuck it, why not?
Freaking-
And this, little do you know, she plays a big part later.
You're very big
Oh
for it.
boy, we'll get into that.
That's right.
DBZ fights.
Oh. You're already saying it. But anyway, fucking next person, shit ass cop. I don't know his name. I don't know
Wasn't
half
it-
these characters' names.
They're all
Was
just
it the
so
cop that showed up
forgettable.
next?
Hmm?
Was it the cop that showed
Yeah,
up?
it was, because remember he showed up during the second episode. He's like, I'm here to save
Oh yeah. He was gonna snipe her, but he was like, nope, she's gonna blow up if you snipe her. So.
It's
And then kill everyone.
that's another problem that's wrong with this anime. It's just the characters are so forgettable. Like,
Except for one, which we'll
Except
get
for
to.
one.
And he had such little time, but he's the best fucking
He
character.
really was. I don't even know his name.
So yeah, shitbag cop with dreads. I don't know what the hell's going on with his hair.
I don't either.
it was a mystery.
Yeah, and he was on their side, the good guy's side for a while, but then just out of nowhere he panicked and went bad.
This is an anime of weird alliances. What?
Just things go topsy-turvy for no particular reason other than I'm bugging the fuck out, man. Good, evil, evil. Fuck it.
I'm bad now.
So yeah, cop is like, okay, you got Yuki, and Yuki, you survived death like twice, so you could come in handy, and you're crazy. So let's team up. And they team up.
Be the
and,
best of friends and possibly lovers.
And so they meet up, the next two Mirai Nikki's, the next two future diary holders.
Which is Seer Girl.
One is a extremely nearsighted girl with the,
Shrine Maiden Girl.
who has her future diary is in a cell phone. It's a paper scroll.
For some reason.
I don't get it.
And
And it could, what does it fucking do?
Why does it?
I can't quite remember. All I know
See,
is,
this is what I mean.
wasn't it like mind controlling a bunch of people?
no, it could like,
I don't even remember. She was so forgettable.
it's a really weird fucking diary. I think it just like predicts what everyone is doing like around her.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just really.
Yeah. It's like clairvoyance, kind of.
Yeah. Because since she can't see worth a damn,
Yeah.
With her own
she
eyes.
can see whatever everyone else
And
is doing.
She doesn't. I didn't really. There's not much to talk about her other than Yuki threw a dart through her scroll and she died.
And also
Good
she
job.
was raped by 1,000 dicks.
Yeah, good job with that. That's.
It's like, let's give her a dark past. Let's just forego the good writing and just say raped by 1,000 dicks.
That's not
And
That's
I know
not-
that may sound inappropriate, guys, but please, it's real.
It's because it is inappropriate. Like, write something. Write a story. Don't just say this girl
got
is,
deep dicked by 1,000
Don't
dicks.
just say this girl is bad now because rape. But
It just seems like such a lackadaisy
But then we
excuse.
come to the best character, who I will just call Henshin Man.
yes, fucking crazy writer, crazy Sentai.
I want to
Crazy
be a
Sentai
hero.
Henshin Rider.
I want to be
Henshin glow. Henshin mask.
He has has the most dumb fucking outfit that, like, he doesn't belong in this anime.
It's a fucking...
He belongs in, like, Samurai Flamingo.
Oh my god, he does!
Like, he does! He belongs... He looks like a Kamen Rider villain from, like, the 70s. Like, what's the Shocker dude?
It's a fucking... it's a black skin tight suit with a fucking, Target bag for a head.
That's all it is. And he has, like, gloves and boots.
And for some reason, he has the power to control people's minds.
Yeah. So...
And he's blind.
Would you not if your head was basically a fucking target?
He's blind and his future diary is a tape recorder.
So, I have to say, like, I love this guy, but he was only there for,
It's a voice recorder. It's not actually a tape recorder. No one uses fucking jackbacks anymore.
But he did one thing, and that one thing was the dumbest fucking thing you could do.
Actually, he did like a bunch of things in that episode.
Well, he did.
He was brilliant in that fucking episode.
Until the end.
Here's what I think happened. He was writing this guy. This guy was owning everything so hard that the writer was like, no, he's too good. I gotta get rid of him.
It's like, what do I do?
He's gotta go.
How do people deal with this?
He's out. He's out.
He's controlling this game too well. He's gotta go.
Like, what the fuck do I do?
So he pulled the dumbest shit at the end where he got a bunch of other dudes dressed in like the same outfit.
But with the different colors.
Yeah.
He made his own crazy Sentai group with mind control.
He made his own Sentai team.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh. But it wasn't, though, when you realize what the plan was. See, I have a bomb in one of these guys. You gotta guess right.
Now we're gonna run into you.
And like, how they beat him is, like, throws, like, she throws? No.
He's like, guess which one of us is the real me?
Yeah, and the real one is blind too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also blind. So basically the plan was, throw that thing, the real one won't be able to see it, all the other ones...
it was throw that thing, everyone will look at it, and he'll turn his head the opposite way to listen to it.
Yeah. So that was the plan, and you know what? It worked. But here's the thing that I need to question.
And then went super crazy speed and then fucking cut it and cut it with a hatchet.
What the fuck were the odds of that happening?
The main question raises as to why this plan was so stupid. Why not just put bombs in all of them? Why not lie? Say there's a bomb in one guy. Haha, we all have bombs. You're fucked. No, or just put bombs in the ones that you've mind controlled, and you'll be fine. Like, there's so many other ways you could have done this. Like, why would you write it that way? He was a great character. You made him dumb like the rest.
I'm trying to remember whether they met up with anybody who had actually met this guy yet.
Oh God! Speaking of great,
because I'm trying to remember if they actually told Yuki and Yuno that he was blind.
I don't think so.
I think so.
At no point did they actually elaborate the fact that he was blind.
No, wait. I think the terrorists told them.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But it wouldn't be surprising if they just knew. Because it's just that bad writing. So, who else can we talk about? Let's talk about fucking...
So, after that happens, who do they meet up with next?
Akise? Dude, they meet up with Turbine Dog Man. He looks like a Mega Man X character with his big dumb arm turbines. They're not turbines, but they look like turbines from the side.
He wears big padding for dog training, like put your arm out and then so that they can attack that, not your actual arm. But he wears them all the time. So it looks like he just has giant fucking wrist gauntlets on and shit.
What kind of dogs does he have to deal with on a daily basis for that?
That's how you train attack dogs.
Yeah.
Oh,
but they look like big dumb turbines.
And then he fucking puts giant dumb metal razor teeth on the dogs.
So he had his daughter.
And his fucking future diary can control his dogs.
Yes. So he had his daughter because he didn't want to be in the game anymore. So he had his daughter use his diary to try to kill Yuki and Yuno. So, I mean, obviously it didn't work, but Then, like, cop guy comes
I'm
up.
going to fake that and throw this bloody arm on the ground after.
What?
Yeah.
When? Whose arm was... Did they explain whose arm that was?
No, they didn't. I don't even know if they said it was a prosthetic.
I got this at Party City. That's where I got it from. It's not even a real arm.
Party City, get your prosthetic arms.
It was strawberry jam all along.
The dogs love it.
They love the jam. And we're not talking about the Guilty Gear character. I don't know why I threw that in there. Anyway, so in this little arc, we also meet young detective Eyez, who is also another really great character who is ruined later, but we'll get to that when that is a thing. When we talk about the ending of this, we'll talk about him. Because we're just gonna go through the characters and talk about the ending. Because that's like... Talking about the characters just reveals the plot.
Basically.
Because it's a linear plot. You meet these people in that order.
Yeah, so while...
And they are killed off just as quickly.
Yes, there's Eyez, and then there's, Dog Dude's daughter and her friend.
Who just does nothing but take pictures and be a pervert.
And
apparently she also has the ability to grab somebody from behind with a knife.
And then she loses all combat ability later.
Yep.
For no reason.
Yep. We didn't.
For no reason.
You know what I could also talk about was starting to become a relevant character at this point? Fucking Yuki's shit-ass friend wearing short shorts.
I was just about to say fucking short shithead, that guy.
Short shithead. Short shitheads. I like these names that we're coming up with. These characters, I think they are an improvement over the original version because fuck it, it's bad.
That kid is a fucking asshole.
He is a dick.
He's like,
I don't even know why Yuki
when Terrorist Explodey Pants was all like, Yuki, get out here, or we're gonna blow up the school. He tackles Yuki and is like, we're gonna take you out there to get killed. And
like,
then he's
why?
friends with them later, and
I was like, why are you friends with this kid?
no, and then after the school gets exploded, like everyone in that school had to get like transferred to other schools, and fucking short shithead gets transferred to the same character the same school
as the main character
as Yuki and Yuno. And and then he just immediately starts trying to ostracize them away from the entire new school that they're in. Like, oh, he tried to get us killed. How is he still hanging out with him?
I don't know.
Why is anybody...
He is there through the entire story.
And he just proceeds.
You know who we miss?
Actively
shit. We also miss shit child.
Shit child.
Oh yeah. That's out. Wait.
No,
that's the next one.
Before Dog.
Yeah, that is before Dog.
Yeah.
It's before Dog, but after Shrine Maiden.
Yeah. So this shit kid just is in Yuki's house.
Well, pretty much killed a bunch of people in the shrine, 2 of which were that kid's parents.
So conveniently.
Oh
my god. Kid becomes a psychopath.
So that little shit ass kid gets a future diary, but it's probably one of the worst ones, cause it's like, a child's like, coloring / day progression book. So it only tells him what happens in the morning, what happens in the afternoon, and what happens at night.
Yeah, which is terrible.
In the morning.
So he basically just he kidnaps Yuki's mom and throws her outside, and then...
Now, what happens is, nothing's actually...
You're just better at explaining things than me. I'm just gonna leave that to you.
Nothing's actually going on except for this kid is trying to kill Yuno. Yeah. Like, at first, he tries to, whoops, I'm going to trip with this knife at you. And then Yuno puts a pillow in front of her like, no. And then Yuno starts getting the hint like, I think this little bastard has a future diary.
How that happens, I don't know.
And so, like, he finds out and like, he tells Yuki, and Yuki is like, don't kill a kid in my house.
She's like, okay.
Please don't kill that child.
And so they're up at the dead of night looking for his future diary because he's staying at Yuki's house. And the kid is like, you guys are stupid. You'll never find my diary. It's not even in the house. I'm going to go back to sleep. And so the next morning, Yuno just straight up chases him with a hammer. It tries to kill him. But fucking Yuki's mom comes out the room like, what? And then Yuno accidentally bops Yuki's mom on the head with the hammer and knocks her out.
Yeah.
And Yuki is like, the fuck? I told you not to try to kill the kid in my house.
Oh my god.
So, I guess...
Here's the best part. The kid, like, he dropped his future diary off in the mailbox next to, like, the local fucking 7-Eleven or whatever, so it would just get mailed back to the house the next day. And in the envelope, he set up a trap that if you open it from the top, it releases poison gas. Enough to fill a house!
Enough.
In a fucking envelope, no less.
An envelope the size of a coloring book with enough gas to fill a house.
How do you put gas in an envelope? How does it even stay in there? I don't understand.
Leak out? Like fart gas?
I'm assuming it was supposed to be like a little like plastic packet that ripped open and released the gas, but that would not be enough to fill a house.
No. It wouldn't. It would be like, oh, okay, let's take a few bursts that will probably dissipate within like the next second, but no, it has enough time to just stay there in the fucking house.
And if you're adept
for a slight breeze of fucking poison gas,
and the door was open.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So
and if you're
stop just talking about this kid and move on.
And if you're adept at science and you're like, well, if you put these 2 liquids in there and did that, it would probably be enough. Where did the kid get the liquids?
I don't know.
This kid would not have. No, he would not have access to that.
Yo, fucking kill this kid's parents. He suddenly becomes like a fucking evil genius. Like the IQ of Infinite that's somehow able to get with.
Long story short, Yuno stabs him. So
and it's a censored stab. Then
all of the like violence has a mosaic over it or a black spot or of some kind. I don't know if that's the same way on like the DVD/Blu-ray releases, but the one we watched was strangely censored.
Yeah, in weird spots. But anyway, moving past Dog. Well, next would be Dog, which we already talked about.
Yes, Turbine Gentleman.
Turbine Gentleman, who gets killed off by Cop. Yeah. Because then he's like, nah, you still in this game, boy.
Yep. He's like, even Deus is like, you can't just hand off your phone. That's not how this works.
You can't just do that. Your guys will come at you. Yeah. It's not your daughter's phone. That doesn't work.
So the cop goes into the fucking dog trainer's house and is like, oh, it's coming right at me! Shoots him in the face.
Yep.
Suspect, he was armed?
Quite literally.
He came right at me.
I mean, look at these giant jet turbines on his arms.
These jet turbine arms.
I heard them whirring.
He was trying to be airman. Trying to shoot air shooter at me.
He was trying to start him up. He was trying to come at me.
I had to get past the big fat Mega Man with the turbine in his face to get to him. That's annoying. And the Zeus Cloudman. And also the big scary cloud platforms. It was hard. It wasn't easy. Like, his house is like designed to be a sky, if that makes any sense. Anyway, back to the shit. So we're gonna like the next part is involving Cop Man, which we've already discussed. Shit happens. You find out that his son is really sick, and that's why he wants to win the thing to become God and save his kid.
Yep, basically fix his heart disease.
Yeah, fix his heart disease, and so he's just trying to be a good father while not being a good father and being a dick.
Hey, we didn't get too much into that. Once you win the game, you become. Well, I explained you become God in a new world. Everybody has their own motivations to be God.
Yeah, Yuki. Just,
Yuno is. We'll explain that because that's crucial to the ending.
Yeah.
Yuki is like, he doesn't even actually want to be God at first.
Yeah.
But then he's like, so many people have died, I'm gonna bring everyone back.
Yes.
And then everything will be better.
I will be the one to collect the Dragon Ball.
Same main character ass wish.
Yep.
My tails
I don't even know what scrubby ass first dude wanted.
That's how much of a jobber he was. No motivations, just first body.
Yeah. Freaking, so who else? Like, Shrine Maiden, I think she just wanted to not be raped. Kamen Rider Man, I think he just wanted to be a Kamen Rider.
I don't think being God...
I think he just wanted to actually be a superhero with superpowers.
I'm not even sure,
I don't think being God was interested in him. He was just...
He just wanted to be, he wanted to...
he was already doing what he wanted to do, basically.
He was doing what he wanted to do, but I think he actually wanted superpowers. I'm just going to assume that, because I don't think they made it clear what he wanted.
Yeah, but he can already control minds, so he technically already had superpowers.
He was already well on his way.
He wants to do badass rider kicks.
He wants people to explode when he kicks them.
Exactly. So it makes sense. So, then, Cop wanted to bring his son back. I don't know what Dog wanted.
To
love his dog more.
What the fuck
he gave up his phone, so I don't think he actually wanted anything.
Yeah, he didn't want nothing.
I think it was good.
So, we kind of just covered all that so far. Cop ends up dying. That was a long process. That was really annoying.
Long-winded as fuck.
And it as you keep watching, you keep realizing, why does Yuno have all these combat capabilities? Why can she fight a group of armored cops? How does she know how to use a gun? Later on, she uses fucking assault rifles. How can she shoot them accurately?
And
she has no training.
Oh my god!
That just goes really well with a katana.
And that just goes into just the fact that Yuno is a giant Mary Sue. If there ever was a bigger Mary Sue, she's one of the biggest.
And then I guess off screen she taught Yuki how to use a gun.
Yeah, word.
Which is really fucking weird because for her attire, she's not even wearing anything protective against, I don't know, fucking cops with assault rifles, and yet she's able to dodge every single fucking bullet.
Yuno is so crazy, it's a superpower.
Yeah, she doesn't even need her diaries.
It's they all just look at her in fear. It's just gentlemen, you have a shotgun, an Uzi, and a fucking sniper! And the bitch!
Oh, and by the way, during this whole time, terrorist bitch for no reason is helping the main characters.
After their first encounter was Yuki throws a dart into her eye!
Pretty much.
Yeah, whatever happened to revenge?
Whatever happened to everything.
So after Yuki and Yuno get after she stabs the kid, they inhaled too much poison gas and then they kind of stumble out the front door and they're like, well, I guess we're dead. And then Terrorist saves them for some reason.
Here I come to save the day.
And then Terrorist backstabs Cop and helps them out.
For no reason, no less.
Apparently they made an alliance too!
And then Terrorist is just basically buddy with them throughout the rest of the series.
Listeners, I am so sorry if this sounds jumbled up, but this is the experience you'll be going through. This is right.
None of what you watch will make any fucking sense by any standard.
If you are,
not even a good
okay, people like this series. They really
They love it.
They love it.
This is like a cult favorite.
Dude, there was a meme made out of this anime alone, just from
plenty of them.
know.
AMVs, I'm sure. And I just think that if you listen to this podcast, if you listen to anybody who talks about this with a sane mind and then rewatch it, you'll understand. Maybe you watched it first through and didn't think about anything, but then you think about shit. You think about it, and everything falls apart. The story crumbles at the seams.
Which is why I said earlier, it's just if you're gonna watch this, turn your brain off. Because the second you start thinking is the second you will fry. I mean it. I really fucking mean it, because every single word out of their mouth makes no fucking sense, laughably contradicts everything, or you're just stuck in a state of what?
And there is so much.
I went through this journey by myself at first, and Bob watched the first couple episodes and he couldn't continue, so I had to sit down with him and watch the rest of it.
Because honestly, as I think of it, the series is just it starts off with a good premise, but then it gets so bad it's funny. But then it gets so bad that it's I don't even want to watch it anymore. It hurts to watch.
I'm sorry, the key pivotal line that I ever read, I'm watching this out of sub, Like, the one line was the best line I thought ever between the two main characters. It's like, do you love me or are you just crazy? No, the yandere bitch is totally not crazy.
And speaking of the yandere bitch being crazy, the next arc...
He said this well after she drugged, kidnapped him, and took him to an abandoned town and was force feeding him.
And thought none of it, and thought nothing of it for 8 episodes straight.
I feel like you could have easily taken the first few episodes and then put that episode in there, and then that's the end of the anime. That would have been a pretty okay. That would have been a pretty okay slasher crazy.
Basically.
Yeah, like that was the thing. Anyway,
just remove
that happened that he just said not important because Yuno's being crazy.
Oh, you
doesn't add anything to the fucking plot. Doesn't. Nope. Other than you see Aki say do more things, being a detective.
Basically.
That's about it. Just makes him look more badass and cool. For now. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so next 2 people that they meet up with are Banchos.
Bancho and wife, basically.
Bancho and wife.
Best characters.
Actually, yes, best characters. Most likable characters.
Well, best character is still Crazy Sentai Man, but most likable characters.
Most likable characters
is Bancho
and also
wife.
the most fleshed out, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, they had
they had half an episode's worth of backstory, and it was
a well written backstory.
Yeah,
of like overcoming
like
bad shit.
Like rape.
Hardships, like rape.
Like, see, we talked about that 1,000 dicks thing from before. Yeah, this is also a rape story, but it's a rape story that had build up and
a relatively happy ending until what happens later.
Yeah. And then they fight in the Tokyo Tower, and Tokyo Tower crumbles, and before all of that though,
I love Bancho because he's like, you just gonna let this fucking girl do everything? You're not gonna fight? He's gonna be a little bitch?
Oh my god, Yuki's shit ass father. We almost forgot about him.
We'll get into him.
We'll
finish. He's a part of this cluster of events.
Yes. So he basically told Yuki that he's a bitch.
Stop being a bitch,
he's
man.
One same dude for the most part. Yeah. and they were both same people, and then they, of course, met their maker. But while this was all happening,
their future diary, they basically could tell each other's future because they loved each other so much.
Yeah. And basically, while this was all happening,
like only there was reciprocation.
Yeah. Well, while they were all doing that stuff, Yuki found his dad again. For a long time.
Yeah, Yuki's dad reappeared into his life.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm a shit dad.
And I'm just as weak or weaker than you. I guess that's where you get all your fucking shit-ass genes from.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I'll try to make things better.
And
me and your mom broke up because I'm shit with money and I'm $3 million in debt.
Which I don't even know how the fuck you managed that.
I don't even, whatever, that's a value. So then shit dad, his whole thing was I need money. So this guy told me he'll give me all this money if I break the cell phone that Yuki's been using. I just need to break it. I'll buy you a new one though. I'll buy you a new one.
I'll buy you 1,000.
That I'm okay with because
that's what I was gonna say.
He didn't know that if he broke the cell phone, Yuki would die.
I'm just saying, I really like that such a simple thing. If you go break that cell phone, here's $10,000.
Yeah, break that cell phone and we'll just erase your debt. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So he didn't know whatever. But while they were,
this is what makes him a shit. Oh, here's what happens. So, first, Yuki and Yuno have a fight, and by Yuki and Yuno, I mean just Yuno and Yuki bitches out somewhere. They have a fucking burning house death match with, Bancho and wife, and, Yuno loses because she was by herself. And so later, they're Bancho and wife was meet us at Tokyo Tower. We're gonna have a fight there.
Yeah, that was real.
Also, we have your future
phones.
diaries.
Yeah.
You better come and get them or we'll break them. So, fucking... Yuki gets picked up and thrown like a fucking football.
Oh my god, the upper body strength was real.
Oh, and then, like, the place starts exploding because they only had a limited time to do what they wanted to do. Does crazy stuff and gets their phones back. And, as the place is exploding, their father just grabs the spare parachute and is like, fuck out of here! I'll live!
It's like, he has a fucking parachute, literally dips on his own son.
Dips on two kids, one of them being his son.
Later, son!
He literally says that. He literally says that. I'll make this up to you someday. It's like, the dude's about to fucking collapse under rubble. What do you mean, see him again?
I don't think he even said that. I think he just said, I'm gonna live, and then just fucking jumped.
Oh yeah, it was. I'm gonna live!
See you later, Yuki! Something like that.
See you, fuckers!
And it gets worse. Fucking Yuki's mom sees him parachuting down. He's like, is that my shit-ass ex-husband? And then he's like, Yuki's up there. You just came from up there with your shit-ass parachute. Where's our kid? And he's like, back off. And he's like, where's the kid? And he has a knife in his hand. And you know where this goes.
It's like, no, stop it. Alright, I'm gonna stab you now.
Yep.
So, piece of double shit right
So his shit-ass dad not only dips on him, leaving him to die, but stabs his mom to death.
In the crumbling rubble of the Tokyo Tower.
Yeah.
Probably like
piece
second
of shit.
Second to top floor, no less.
So then eventually Yuki finds out that he did that thing, and then he gets bodied by a bunch of dudes.
Well, he finds out that he already knows that his dad stabbed his mom, but he's trying to find proof because he saw it in the fucking diary.
Yeah.
He was like, if I confront him about it, well, he did confront him about it. He was like, you don't have proof that I did it. What do you mean, Yuki? What do you mean I stabbed your mom?
Silly.
You silly.
But I don't know why Yuki would doubt it since it's a future diary.
No, he wasn't doubting it. He was just trying to find evidence so he can make him admit it.
Yeah.
So he was like, my dad's going to the pawn shop. He's probably trying to ditch the knife or something.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll beat him. And he was like, give me the bag that you're holding that you got from the pawn shop. It was the fucking telescope.
Oh, the stars.
I wanted to see.
Reminders of normal people.
Yeah.
Oh, the stars.
I wanted to see the stars.
When I get out of jail, Yuki, maybe we can go see the stars. I'd like that, Dad.
Yeah,
even though you stabbed my mom, I'm sure I could forgive you.
Dad. Don't worry, son. When I get out of death row, we'll look at the stars.
I can't.
And so a bunch of dudes just show up. One of them stabs Yuki's dad, and now he's dead.
It's funny because that guy came out of nowhere. He's just like, hi guys, I'm just totally not inconspicuous. Die.
No, it was just like walk up, swish sound. Oh, there's a knife in my dad. And then he falls over. He's like, "We're gonna kill you too now, kid."
And there's like three
you
more.
You better get ready.
And
I hope he doesn't open his cell phone and find out what we're gonna do.
There are like three
those
more
guys.
Nobody knows.
I think they were sent by the mayor.
Oh, we'll get to him.
Oh, the mayor.
So then Yuki kills all those dudes.
Yuki grows a pair and kills like two of the dudes, and then Yuno shows up
and kills the other dudes.
Yeah.
And then and then the mayor.
And then Yuki throws up. And then Yuno is like, you got your first taste of blood.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the murder club, Yuki.
Just let you know, friend, closing up at 12.
Alright,
no problem. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll wrap this up as fast as we can because we've been going off about this for a while.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's 11:30.
Alright, so
we got an hour.
If you listeners don't know, we are currently talking in Legendary Realms.
Located in beautiful Plainview.
In beautiful Plainview, Long Island. Yes.
Come stop by and visit us there.
Yes.
Which we might be. We might be there.
Oh, we might. Wink. So anyway, yeah, fucking. Where were we?
Mayor.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mayor dude, he's
the last two is Mayor Dude and big chibi,
Big chibi.
Big troll doll lady.
Of all the anatomies I've seen,
She doesn't even look like she belongs here. She looks like she belongs in Doraemon or something.
yeah,
like-
some other children's show.
it's just like, what the fuck? How are you even moving?
How? She always has her
Everybody
arms.
looks normal. Everybody looks normal except her. And I was flipping the fuck out because I legitimately
So
thought it was a monster.
Her diary was like, she was the server, right?
Yeah.
It's
Basically a freaking router. It's a fucking router that she can use to give people other people future diaries.
Yes. And then the mayor's diary.
The Watcher. He can look into everyone else's future diaries.
Which is pretty broken.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Well, he did make them.
Yeah.
He helped the god of space and time
He's the seemingly,
make future technology.
He's the seemingly final boss for now.
Yeah, he's the...
So they go and they team up with Router Lady and they storm his building. And then turns out that he put himself behind 2 protective vaults. One that you could open
they team up with Router Lady.
And Terrorist again!
Yeah, they team up with...
She's back.
Yeah, they team up with Router Lady and Terrorist. They attack his car while he's driving. And then he's all like, I have a jamming system in my car, so your router doesn't work. And then Yuki is like, whoop, double cross.
Yeah. So
Double crosses on Router Lady's crew, and they corner the mayor. Could have put 5 bullets in the fucking mayor's face. Instead, he's like, "Oh, your friends are coming down the street on a motorcycle. Don't shoot me and look over there."
Later.
And then Aki says, like, "We know your real identity. You're not the real Yuno. The real Yuno is dead because we looked in the gigantic hole that you dug in your backyard where you buried your parents.
And there was a 3rd body.
And that's the real Yuno.
Because of this inconspicuous umbilical cord that just so happened to be there.
No, it was an umbilical cord that was kept by the adoption agency
or whatever.
What foster home.
Whatever, what context does that have anyway?
Why would they keep the umbilical cord? I don't fucking know.
It's fucking creepy.
Anyway. So
where did they get the umbilical cord from?
Why did you even save it?
So then back to what I was saying about the storming the base.
Yeah, so after the car happens, they chase him back to base, where he slowly walks into his vault. Once again, they could have put 1,000 bullets into his back and face.
But they just sit there and
as he walks through the door, they're like, "Oh shit, I forgot we have guns! Bang, bang, bang!" Oh, he's gone.
Oh no! And then the terrorist is like, you know what? I'm fucking end this.
The terrorist, you got my boyfriend who was crowbarred into the story earlier via fastback kill.
That's why I didn't talk about him, because he was crowbarred into the story.
I'm gonna kill you, Yuki, if you don't kill the mayor. Oh, you failed to kill the mayor because he's locked behind the vault.
Kill you now.
Oh man, I got
no! My kid self from the past was all like, don't shoot him.
Wasn't it like he figured the password out and then, oh no, another vault, which you can only open for the dumbest reason ever. Only Yuno can open the door!
Because she is the child of the future!
Because Yuno's the child of, like, a dude who worked for the mayor. Why would her retinas be able to open the door, though? Why would she need to come to this vault for any reason?
Isn't that kind of counterproductive? Now I honestly think about it, that is incredibly counterproductive.
Well, anyway, to just speed this along, just to get to the ending, they kill the mayor because Yuno...
So creepy Yuno face uses her retinas because, whoa, she's the real Yuno.
Oh, by the way, Terrorist blew herself up before, yeah.
Yuki and Yuki and the terrorist had a fight. Yuki won because the terrorist was like, oh, I can't shoot you because...
My child self said no.
My child self was like, don't. But I'm still alive after being riddled with...
So I guess I better blow myself. Or was I?
And then she gets blown up.
Or was she?
So, we'll get to that.
Yeah. creepy face uses her eyeball to get into the door and then shoots Mayor in the head.
Then she slits the throat of two. After fighting Akise, because then it just so turns out Akise was gay all along.
Oh yeah!
Wait.
We gotta build into this.
Like, they did, first of all, they said he was made by God, which, why is that an uncommon thing? They forgot to say he was made, fucking post-nihilo. Not made from anything. He was just kind of cobbled together and he doesn't have any parents.
Yeah.
That's what he meant by, I made you, not, because God makes everyone. He's God.
Yeah.
But they forgot to say, I just kind of plopped you on the earth.
Yeah, you kind of just exist.
Yeah, so he was just kind of created by God to observe the game.
So Deus Ex makes him his official, second in hand.
Data collector.
But now he's just
for an episode.
But now he's just well, I have no more reason to be around here.
He's like, triple twist! You were a data collector, and then fucking Akise, but no, I'm gay for Yuki though.
No.
And he was like, nope, I did that too.
We gotta build into this, because it's just seeing as you have no other reason to exist anymore, I might as well start deleting you.
Oh yeah.
But guess what? I'll give you a chance.
If you can give me one instance as to when you did something of your own free will.
That I didn't see coming, by the way.
That I didn't make you do.
That I personally did not make you do.
You'll live.
I will let you live. By the way, I have a total boner for Yuki.
Yep, I gave you that too. Yes, I made you gay for Yuki.
There's no point!
Because there was absolutely no allusion to the fact that he was gay.
Yep, no,
at all.
no warm glances,
If you're gay, whatever, but there was no build up for this at all. There's nothing.
There was no warm glances, there was no holding Yuki's hand for a little bit too long, none of that.
Nothing.
No sort of illusion that might say,
no blushing when he's too close.
You could say, it's a plot. It's a stupid last-second plot twist, if anything, because he dies in the same episode.
And then he's all like, but this diary though. Okay, I didn't see that shit coming. You can live.
Alright, you can live, man. You can live.
But then he didn't really live, though.
He got fucking decapitated. But before that, he was able to show Yuki the message that is the real Yuno, but she's Yuno from a second
dimension,
from another timeline.
So time shit happens now.
What happened was Yuno won the game in an alternate timeline.
Let's try to wrap this up as much as possible.
We're at the end. So Yuno won the game in an alternate timeline, and he was like, "Oh no, but I want to see Yuki again.
Yeah,
I'm going to a different timeline." So she jumps to a different timeline, and she kills herself in that timeline.
And then the rest of the plot happens.
Yes,
as it goes.
Yeah.
And then it's just but
before freaking terrorist bomb bitch blew herself up, Deus Ex Machina was like, yoink, I'm gonna give you part of my power. Because,
before I die.
Mirror was doing some shit to screw with the game, and I need you to...
Little Ganguro chick who was his second...
I need you to handle that. So...
Do that shit.
Dragon Ball Z!
Mirai Nikki!
Cell phones! What's the cell phones? Mirai Nikki! And fucking Miru and terrorist chick have a big old crazy punch up, and then fucking... is like, release, and then her fucking cuffs break, and she turns into Super Miru and just starts beating the shit out of terrorist girl.
And it's like, holy crap, she went fucking Super Saiyan plus Kaioken. Yeah. Starts wrecking her shit.
And I was just like, this whole time, just like, no.
It was so fucking stupid.
No.
But then, puts Yuki into, this daydream simulator where everything's perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in this
family simulator. Family Simulator 2012 or whatever this anime came out. Right up there with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
There you go, Perfect Life Family 2012. You stay in there.
And then it's funny because the reality was so fucking perfect that the word her name couldn't even be said. It was just like, but
his emotions to break free of the ball of time-space. And is like, I'm gonna save you. And I'm going to save you from this timeline.
Third timeline,
And this timeline is going to be the good timeline where everyone has the good life.
Yep. And then basically...
And so, is like, I'm gonna stab me. You had a terrible life, and that was the before she went officially batshit insane. It was like, I'm not bad, my parents, they're just having a rough time. And she's like, wait. I am crazy. When did I get this crazy?
Starts questioning yourself and decides, you know what? I'm gonna stab myself because I want Yuki to live and I don't want him to live through this shit all over again. And
you be God of Earth.
You be God.
You be God of Earth too.
So then the other dimension is all hunky dory. Everybody's alive and it's a happy ending, except for
Earth 2 is
like fucking
gone.
Done. Fucking done.
It's Fist of the North Star Wasteland.
No, it's not even it's just blackness.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there and Miro's like, fucking create something, you're God, you shithead. He's all like, no, I'm too sad.
Gasuda is gone.
My crazy girlfriend is gone.
Man, she's so
And so she breaks her way into the dimension with a sledgehammer.
Which I don't even know how the fuck that works, but I guess we're gonna wait for the OVA, kids. And then
so in conclusion, Mirai Nikki is
a clusterfuck.
Is bad. No. Just please.
Or do, and then leave your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, if you really want to. Because I'll tell you this much. If you're a guy who likes things that are bad, even then, I love shitty things. I love laughing at bad things.
For God's sake.
But this was like too much. This was trying way too hard.
Like, for God's sake.
It's like he saw it was being bad and he's like, I'm gonna just keep being bad, but he was trying too hard to be bad.
No, he was trying to be smart, like his original idea was, but it was, he
then
couldn't.
The coffee happened.
It's not a smart anime. It really isn't.
It's trying to be intelligent, but like, it fails in every regard.
Yeah, all the characters are very forgettable. You remember, we don't remember most of the names.
This entire conversation has been nothing but us naming them. They don't even have a name that I can remember. Outside of Yuki and Yuno. And I don't even know their fucking last names.
On my part, like, I tend to give characters in animes, like, unless they have a simple name or a name that gets repeated a lot,
which they're not usually the last two episodes. Or a few. But aren't there much.
Then I don't usually remember names all that well in anime. But this is like, I don't care enough to remember.
We really don't. And trust me, you'll be saving yourself a lot of time by watching something much better. Or reading something much better. Don't. Just don't. It's not as bad as something like, say, Gantz. But we'll probably...
Fuck Gantz!
We'll probably get to Gantz another day.
The two worst things I've ever read are Gantz and Air Gear. Fuck those manga.
Please bring me back for both if you actually want to go back for that. I will totally.
That would have to be like way later another day because if I'm going to talk about that, we'd have to read it again.
Which I don't want to do. I really don't.
We'd have to really muscle through, huh?
Yeah.
I don't even want to.
Because they're pretty fucking long.
Unless if you want to just watch the animes. And
they don't go as far. They don't
just
go far
leave it
enough.
at that.
But both the anime end on such good notes. Those are like the prime. If you're gonna enjoy Gantz or Air Gear, just watch the anime and be fucking done with it. They end on basically the highest notes of the parts of the story.
Exactly.
But the mangas just pretty much like end the same way like
But this
Bleach.
is about Mirai Nikki, and all I'm gonna say is, I don't think it's worth it.
If you're gonna watch it with a friend.
And turn your brain off, for God's sake. Turn your brain off.
Don't go in there expecting something intelligent. You won't be getting it. Instead, like...
You read the premise and you're like, this might be... Nah.
No. Like, just don't. I'm sorry.
Oh God, fuck.
Please. But yeah, anyway, so that was the podcast. You could view more of our podcasts on our YouTube channel. We might put them up.
It's not over yet.
Oh.
We gotta bring in, after this, we're gonna bring in Casey to discuss, the first... How many episodes?
Do we even have enough time for that?
Yeah, for the first 5 episodes.
The first 5 episodes of
Fate Zero,
which we've been watching, and then we're gonna have an interview with a friend of mine who's selling some cool ass prints.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
Whatever happened to the Mirai Nikki? The old man, the terrorist, the crazy bitch on the streets. And there's a vapid, you know, waiting to stab you across the bed. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a phone, and somebody's trying to kill you. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place where somebody's trying to screw you. Just when you think you're all alone, just look around you, they're trying to take your phone. Everywhere you look, the bow bow.
Oh, good. And we're back. We've been watching
Fate Zero.
Fate Zero.
Back? I've never been to one of these before.
Me either. We're back. You're here now.
And you as well over there.
Yes, we got Stefan here now. We
Returning
got
character Shaq.
returning Shaq and
Returning Bob, the Returner, the Revenge.
yes.
Jinx.
I want to be a returner. And then Casey over next to me, but he's not getting revenge on. The Returning.
The returnating. The returnator of the Revengeance.
Oh, Revengeance? Can I, like, be the Spanish samurai?
Jetstream Sam.
You don't remember his name, so no, you can't be Jetstream Sam.
I remember Jetstream Sam. I was purposely being vague.
You're
Right,
You're
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I see how it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like the only character I know from that game.
I was just all I had was a mechanical arm and a suit. You had so much hard times with me, you fucking scrub. Shit it and grin, dead.
Colgate.
Fucking Colgate teeth.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do for you. You can have my cool ass sword and my robot dog, alright? See ya.
Well, you already had the dog, so whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets a Flunder?
Yes. So we're here talking.
Blade Wolf was his friender.
Pretty
He
much.
does. He basically
Till you
is
fucked up
cyborg samurai casher. And
Until you fucked it up and stole it.
No, like, freaking Blade Wolf still had allegiance to Jetstream Sam. He was like, I can't interrupt this duel. It's so manly, though.
Why must we fight?
But I don't want them to, but I have to.
Why must we fight? Why can't we be friends?
You guys are kind of losing me. I haven't actually followed the story of Metal Gear, but I kind of imagined it was just like, Cold War, espionage, sneaking around, sabotaging things, assassinating people, hiding in a cardboard box. And then it goes to, like, a cyborg ninja who's, like, chopping, like, skyscrapers and megazords in half.
people's dicks off.
Apparently that also happens.
And,
I'm sorry, you never played a
Zandatsu
Platinum game before?
Zandatsu it into pieces.
and Portuguese orphans.
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Yeah, so, like...
And sombrero hats.
I'm sure the narrative does a great job transitioning from Cold War and cardboard boxes to,
Sombrero hats.
Rules of nature!
To swords in nature.
Yes. Alright, but actually to the topic at hand.
Right.
Fate Zero. It's fucking awesome right now. How many episodes have we watched?
5.
Yeah.
We're down to episode 5.
Yeah, 5. We just saw the preview for the one where Caster's about to rape Saber.
Again.
Well, he's thinking about it. It's
Or-
like
He's not thinking about it.
No, there is no thought.
Alright,
He's
we're just going to attempt.
Yeah, he's premeditating the shit out of it. There's no he's thinking about it. He's
is no
planning
thought.
and he's going to try to be active
Like-
on this.
Oh, by the
I'm
way,
not
guys,
even being vulgar
spoilers.
here. I saw what he did to that kid in the last episode.
Love,
That just wasn't
love
right.
all of you. I warned you. Spoilers. Good. Yeah.
Well, it's only the first 5 episodes, so
Still spoilers.
Well, I apologize
way
to
ahead
the
of
viewers
you
at
guys.
home.
yeah, there will be.
You may be way ahead, but what
12
about the
episodes,
viewer
yay.
who wants to watch it?
Stefan, we're talking up to episode 5. If you want to talk about more, shut up and wait until the next episode
Well,
when we catch up.
Well, we didn't really spoil anything. All we've confirmed is that, Caster's fucking creepy.
Caster is a thing, and he found his murder buddy so he can go have murder adventures.
Of all the casters, it had to be that guy.
That'd be
The
Bluebeard.
world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
It couldn't just be.
Oh, is that part of your, like, Full House Mirai Nikki thing?
Oh no, that was last time. I'll probably incorporate it into this anime somehow.
It couldn't be
Oh, you guys were belting that shit so loud, I was hearing that in the other room.
Try and stop me!
So, how exactly are we going to talk about Fate Zero without spoiling it?
We won't.
No, like I said, spoilers
Spoiler
ahead.
alert.
Well, this is 5 episodes back.
Black Knight is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Everything I touch is my sword now, and
He was
also
only there for
explosions.
one episode so far.
And he's
he
already
was
made
sick.
everybody look like a fucking joke.
The best of the Berserkers.
To be fair, like, what's it called? Ryder still ran his ass over.
Yeah.
Ryder
That's
gets
because it
no
caught him off
fucks.
guard.
Ryder is still my favorite, though.
Idiot!
And then you see like the Black Knight is like, oh what? Oh fuck!
Shit.
Well, no, listen. No,
Looks like a
he
drive-by.
did not go, oh fuck. What's it called? Lancer was about to get hit too. He said, oh fuck, jumped out of the way. Black Knight's kind of like, deer in the headlights, and
Yeah. Just stood no
Ryder
chance.
just runs his ass over.
no, he probably could have kept going. Like, what's it called? Just, Veiny spits out worms, just wanted to make a point, and then he said, Pokeball return.
Big man on campus was just like, nope.
Not going out like this quick.
The whole course of events was just the best shit.
It
Fucking
really
He got his
was.
point across. He sent his guy out, and he picked up a fucking pipe and just started beating, King Arthur and Gilgamesh.
The fight literally started off with just a
Lancer and Saber were just dueling at a dock, and fucking Lancer was like,
Oh, group fight, dog pile.
and Assassin's
Lancer was like, "You're hot," and Saber was like, "You're cocky, hot shit."
Nah, I just felt bad for Gilgamesh because like all of his attacks is just like, oh, this sword's mine now, and this sword's mine now.
Hey,
Well,
you're a fucking joke.
wait, let us
No, you don't feel
segue.
bad about
Wait.
Gilgamesh. He's got plenty more of those.
he is a shit. Anyway, so then it goes into that, then you realize that Assassin's watching the whole thing.
Well,
And then,
no, we saw he was watching a
Yeah,
while
Assassin
ago.
was watching the whole thing, and so was Ryder.
yeah, Ryder. And then Ryder comes down.
And Ryder rides down. He's like, "You guys are amazing. Join me." And they're like, "You stopped our duel for this. I'll give you money."
And then freaking...
He's like, "No," and he's like, "All right, it's cool."
And then Gilgamesh kind of...
There's a fight going on down here. Anybody who don't come down is a bitch.
Yo, there's a fight! There's a fight! Yo, we got a fight! Ducks!
And so Berserker shows up
Well,
like,
Gilgamesh
fight.
shows up.
Gilgamesh is like, fight.
Yo, there's a fight?
Fight.
Yo, which one of you was worthy?
Well, I mean, that's part of the thing about it, that Berserker, he doesn't say a word. He just shows up. You just hear, like, his armor creaking, but, like shaking like something's about to pop out. And go figure, something does pop out, like, a red light starts coming out of his visor,
And
he
big
sprouts
scorpions
tentacles out of his back,
yeah.
and he just... he just had, like, the most badass muffled scream.
He's like a cooler version of Deathbringer from Battle Fantasia.
I honestly think that's where
With the
Deathbringer
same
came
yell. No, I don't think so, because Deathbringer came a while back.
Ah, I see.
He's like Black Knight, like Black Armor Guts.
But, like, he doesn't talk, he just yells.
Well, I think that's part of the appeal, that he really doesn't feel human at all. He's just this little ball of anger.
Black Armor Guts doesn't talk either.
No, wait, he doesn't, you're right!
Kinda just goes
He just
around
goes
beating the
nuts
shit
and
out of
does
everything.
fucking
Oh, then, yeah.
Wields
yeah,
this
I guess
big
so.
dragon slayer with one arm and does spinning tricks.
spinny slashes and shit.
Breaking all his bones in the process, but doesn't give a fuck!
Because he's that angry.
He's that mad.
Then, yeah, I guess it was kind of that feel, and just, yeah, he doesn't have a weapon, just, he's the master of improvised weapon, just, it's there, I'm gonna hit you with it.
Yeah, and it's gonna be my weapon, it's gonna be as strong as a weapon I would use.
Yep. That slick
includes
ass.
yours.
When Gilgamesh was like, you're gonna get it first," and shoots the wall of swords. That slick ass. I'm gonna dodge. I'm gonna grab the sword out the sky and then smash the other sword that's coming at me, like butter.
Repeatedly, just made him look like a joke. It's just like, you dare insult me? It's like, dude, man, like, why are you throwing this shit at me?
He's like,
Seriously.
"Oh, thanks, thank you, Mr. Armory."
I guess
Everything
I
yours
guess
is
he's
mine
just
now.
a force of nature, like, he doesn't talk shit. He doesn't seem to react to anything. It's just, I'm here, I have something in my hand, and I'm gonna hit you with it.
And there are things that need killing, so I'm going to get to that.
Thank you, walking arsenal.
And freaking Lancer is slick as fuck.
Yeah.
Doing those sneaky spear tricks.
He's like, one of my spears can go through your armor, but the other one does some other awesome tricky shit.
And I like that he hit it.
One
in
of
the
them
ground.
goes through your armor, and the other one makes wounds that can't be healed. Which one am I coming at you with?
You don't know. You don't know.
That's like the kind of gimmicky shit you would come up with, like, for a boss you fight once.
Yeah.
Mid-boss?
Not even.
Like, I mean, like, yeah, that was some tricky shit, but that's not a long-term strategy. You're a two-trick pony.
Yeah, more or less. Like, in Fate Stay from the first series, Fate Stay Lancer was a scrub. He was the first villain of the week. Compared to this Lancer, who is a boss.
Like, his 2 tricks, like, hate on him or not, like, he can mix it up to make it, like, a solid strategy.
Yeah, and like also distance judging and whatnot, since one spear's longer than the other.
He's a very smart
really
fighter.
Cool. Like,
Face Stay Lancer is,
Yeah,
I got wacky wild spear!
that will instantly kill you.
Well, no, yeah, they were talking about the whole actual, legitimate range game involved with fighting with weapons, and how, like...
Saber's sword is invisible, so he's like,
Which-
okay, this is hard to judge.
He's like, okay, you blocked from this far away, so I'm just gonna do, like, some Jimmy Neutron shit in my head.
Like, you know what? My sword also is my lance is also anti-magic, so how about I just keep hitting you with your sword?
Now I feel bad, like, that's the first thing I could think of. There are so many better fictional... That's such a bad show. There's so many fictional geniuses I could have quoted for that.
No, but he
We
was
can
really
just
smart
stick
about
to anime and say some brain point shit.
Sure, let's go.
He was still pretty smart about it. It's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep hitting your sword until I can get the faintest idea of what your distance is.
What
Got
happened was, let me just unwrap this spear real quick. Fucking air geyser. Oh, I just saw your sword for 2 seconds. Now I know exactly how long it is. Got it.
Yeah,
We're good.
Fucking
We're
memorized.
good. Guys, we're good. I won.
Well,
Download
I guess that actually makes sense. If he was all about, being a Lancer, like, range is that important to him.
Yep. Freaking.
Like, compared to the other characters, I guess, like, maybe Saber also had, like, some smidgen of strategy. Compared to Assassin, just, they're not ready. Gilgamesh is just, attack, I have enough attacks. Meanwhile, Ryder and Berserker just...
Ah!
Exactly. Yeah, yes, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, I hope those two fight. That'd be the best.
Yeah. Fucking caster.
I'm pretty sure you
Bluebeard.
could just, like, buy, like, 2 raw steaks and smack them against each other with a piece of metal in between.
Caster's first appearance, man. He's such a shit.
It's like, hey, are
He's
you
an
alright?
evil person.
You alright, little boy? You doing okay?
I'm gonna let you go.
We're gonna let you go. You'll be fine.
Murder guy was just like, you let my prey go, man.
Wait,
Just
hold
let-
up.
Just let him get to the door.
What's
Watch
happening?
this shit. Yoink!
No, it's like,
Cthulhu tentacles!
no, he looks at the door, single tear comes out of his eye because he knows he just got fucked over, and the tentacles come out of nowhere.
I think it was
drag him over.
more like he's looking at the door.
And
I can
smiling.
finally go home. Nope.
No.
Yeah, no, it wasn't because he just got fucked over. He was fucked over the whole time.
The game was over for him from
yeah,
the
no, he had it
beginning.
here for a second because, he had a glimmer of hope, because that's what Casper was saying, like, it tastes even better when you give him, like, a little glimmer of hope and then take that away.
Despair just takes over.
Like, I can't steal candy from baby if I don't give the baby candy first, that I may steal.
I feel like the only
And
thing...
Murder Friend was like, "Oh, you're so cool.
Yeah.
We have to go on a cross country murder trip
But
right now."
insert montage here.
Implying that wasn't the viewer's reaction to.
Saber was Saber. She was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I like that Assassin is Legion, basically.
Basically.
Well, also, like, I'm watching this for the first time. I never saw the original Fate Stay Night. I'm still trying to figure out why exactly Arthur Pendragon is, like, a little girl.
Because I'm pretty sure in the legend it was very ambiguous what race.
I'm pretty sure
That's
you mean
fucking
gender.
race gender.
Pretty sure it was white.
Gender, my bad. Words, they don't happen.
She's a female from Femaleonia.
From Amazonia.
Okay, so then Arthur Pendragon was a lesbian? Because, what about Queen Guinevere?
Or it could have been like, what if it was actually a guy? I don't know.
I think that might have actually...
it might have been.
Oh, yeah, yes, Guinevere was a guy and Arthur was a girl.
And
I
it
think
didn't
that
stop
actually-
Dark Souls.
Actually, that might have been the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Because I remember watching the original anime, and she had flashbacks to when she was King Arthur. And she was talking to Guinevere. Guinevere was a girl. Oh, that was weird.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I'm not hating more about yours.
Well, assuming this anime stood the test of time, they must have done something
But
right.
then again, like not to this is a spoiler, but she falls in love with the main character of the first series, basically, who's a guy. So guess bi.
Because bisexual or that was a really effeminate dude.
Or
Yeah.
actually, I'm kind of going with the bisexual idea because, to be fair, we have Alexander the Great here.
Oh yeah.
Who's just about fucked everyone and everything during his time.
Yep.
Like, which actually begs the question why this new kid with him has lasted so long.
It's like, wait, are you a virgin?
Waiver.
Oh yeah, like,
Waiver.
Wait, no,
Isn't his last name fucking Lavender or some shit?
Didn't Ryder actually ask him at one point, like, "Are you a virgin?" I'm
Do you want to change that?
Well, to be fair, they've already taken a lot of creative liberties with King Arthur. If they were going to be accurate with Alexander the Great, it's only a matter of time before that kid rides lightning. I was waiting for that.
That was good. A+.
That's the line of the night.
So I think my only issue with the series so far is the first episode really was a lot. It was a lot.
They had to exposition up they
knew
wazoo.
that those episodes would be fights. And they needed to explain how they would get there.
Yep.
What's an episode on, like 40 minutes?
It was like an hour-ish. This is the size of 2 episodes.
Yeah, whatever. Even then, I'm still not exactly sure how this game works. I get, like, if one servant kills another servant, the servant's eliminated. Good shit. Then does the master die?
The master doesn't die.
Master doesn't die?
He's just
because they were saying, like,
in the video games, Fate Extra, does the master die?
Yeah.
No, well, that's the one I'm watching right now. Let's go. Like, when they thought Assassin was dead, it's not like the master just, like, like, spontaneously combusted. He went to go hide in a church. But also, why do he have to hide? Like, do they really care anymore? Is he just open season now? They want to kill him?
Well, they want to make it look convincing, like, like...
I'm saying, like, do they want to kill the master too? Like, because he knows
He's talking about if he was actually eliminated. Regardless of the fact that his servant is actually still alive.
I guess he just didn't want to take the extra risk.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I mean, some of them are just straight up assholes, but even the guys who aren't assholes, like, are they just supposed to kill the master too, just to, tie up any loose ends?
Even if the servant is killed, I think the master's still eligible for the Holy Grail?
No, if the servant is killed, then he's just outright disqualified.
Yeah, if the servant dies, you're out. We got that much. But I'm saying, like, if the servant dies, the master doesn't die too automatically, but, like, are they gonna go out and kill him just because, he's seen too much, he's gonna go to, like, fucking National Enquirer about our
No, because with Fate's Day...
I don't think anybody who's...
With Fate's Day, like, some characters were just outright left alone.
Yeah.
Like, they just lost and went home.
I think it just depends on the individual, like...
It depends on, like, the grudge
motives
between characters and stuff.
Okay. So, like, they don't do it by default, just a lot of them happen to be assholes.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure,
But also, like, what happens if, the master dies, but the servant doesn't?
The servant
just dissipates.
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
They're tied to the world via the master.
More or less.
Okay.
Which is why they have that mark.
Yeah, well, the mark, that's just so they get, like, 3 actual commands they have to listen to.
So that's why when Kotomine, air quote, die, like lost, he just didn't want to take the extra risk. He didn't want to, risk dying.
Well, I mean...
didn't Gilgamesh kill his master in Fate's Day?
I was actually about to bring that up, which I'm not supposed to know, but, the internet exists. Spoilers happen. Spoilers for me, not you viewers at home. I'm sure you've seen everything.
And to be fair, though, Fate Zero is kind of running on a semi-different timeline. You can still watch Fate's Day with very little consequence.
Are we getting into, like, that wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, belty blood, blaze blue shit?
Yeah, they all, like, because, mind you, Fate was originally a visual novel with many different paths. And so, like, the brand new anime that's out, I forget exactly what it's called, like Unlimited Blade Works, I think.
Yeah.
That's taking place in a different path from in the visual novel. Different stuff happens. And, like, it looks hype, but people say don't watch it if you didn't watch Fate Zero. Like, cause it's a direct sequel. Like, shit that happened in Zero is relevant in that.
I mean, do I have to
I think.
Like, would I have to watch, Fate's Day Night to get it?
I mean, if you want to get the differences, then yeah.
But you don't have to.
Fate Stay would be like the main story. The one that everybody knows.
Yeah, the one everyone knows that apparently except me. I never got around to it.
Yeah, it's okay. Fate Stay is good.
It must be people still talking about it.
It's good. I feel like so far to me, Fate Zero's setting up to be a little bit better because Fate Stay Night was very by the books shonen.
Yeah.
Very, very by the books. Main character, like
boring.
Very boring. Shiro's like just a kid who wants to be a hero.
To be fair, the original, not the original, the one I'm watching right now, it does seem kind of like a straightforward shonen battle series, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the characters just have deeper motivations. Like, we don't know what Saber's master Kiritsugu wants yet. Like other than just the Holy Grail, like it seems like he has other motives because he's ready to just kill dudes.
Well, apparently he was doing that before the Holy Grail started. That's another thing I was wondering
He's
about.
just been killing mages.
Yeah, I was saying, like, does the servant you get have, like, any correlation between, who the master is? Or did, Johnny and Bosch the serial killer and Bluebeard just happen to get lucky?
Some of them get lucky.
He is voiced by Johnny Young Bosch in the dub.
I think
he did, like, some kind of satanic shit to summon him, so...
Yeah, the dub was great.
Yeah, they kind of explained that. I think it depends on, like... If you have a specific relic of the person you want to summon, then you're most likely going to get that person.
Yeah, and it just turns out he has Bluebeard's thing.
Alright, so you can influence the odds. It has nothing to do with the master himself. Right. Because, what's the name? Lavender ended up with Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, we got we pretty much have the
Lavender. We're just gonna call him Lavender for now.
He looks like a Lavender.
Waver Lavender.
Waver.
It's still
His
the
name
fact that,
is
like,
Waver, though.
he rigged the summoning chance to just get hit 100% Saber by just finding the damn sheath.
Yep.
Well,
he had the sheath, Waver stole, Alexander the Great's, like, a piece of cloth from, like, his cape or some shit.
From his teacher, I think.
From his teacher.
Yeah, no.
Who was ready to body him. That shit was hilarious. Waver, you came here to die. That's nice. And Alexander the Great was like, I wanted to work for you anyway, because you up there like a little bitch.
He's such a bro. The writer is the best bro.
The only person.
Yeah, that's like when mom and dad back you up at the PTA meeting. I really shouldn't say.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure like the point of the writer is...
See, I guess what I'm trying to say is, unlike Fate Stay Night, I'm interested in what's going on outside of the fighting. The fighting is cool and great and amazing, but then there's other things that's like, wow, this is interesting.
Oh yeah, right, because, Veiny Mick spits up worms. Like, yeah, out of all the characters, you actually care about his motivation. He's actually trying to save his, stepdaughter.
Well, it's niece.
Niece. Well, he's trying to save an innocent little girl who,
is getting who got touched.
We got touched by
centipedes.
No, there's no way around it. Like she gets fucking tentacle raped like for a year straight. Like
by worms.
By magic worms.
Yeah.
We have to emphasize on the fact that they're magic.
No, yeah, they actually
they're worms.
They actually made you feel bad for the kind of stuff you usually look up on the internet. And then like, oh, that's so sad. You really want him to succeed, but he's probably not going to, and looks like he's probably going to die pretty soon anyway, regardless of what happens. Well, actually, and he knows he's going to die pretty soon, but I'll at least win and save her. Which now, oh man, if he doesn't save her, it's going to be so super sad. But yeah, it's going to be super sad because for that to happen, then he has to kill the shit out of everyone else, including Saber, who's
the main character.
Yeah.
Well, then again, we don't actually.
We don't know.
Once again, we still don't know their motives.
It's still kind of sad
that doesn't actually confirm Saber's going to survive because King Arthur died before, and she comes back for the tournament. Maybe she'll die here, and then she comes back in Fate Stay Night or whatever the new one is.
Yeah, right.
It's still possible. I have a feeling he's not going to win, and it's just sad faces all around.
No, it really is because on top of that, the dude doesn't have a lot of time, so I can
especially for she's already got that sad face down, blank eyes and everything.
He's already what appears to be just breaking apart as it is. He's got so little time left.
He's a gray-haired, milky-eyed, fucking skinny wretch vomiting blood and worms.
It's I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna die mid-game. They're gonna be like, Berserker's about to kill the shit out of Saber. It's like, I got you now, poof! It's like, wait, what just happened?
You have activated my trap card.
It's kind of like, you know that power up in Bomberman where you set yourself on fire, and then like you're immune to bombs. You just run through everything. You hit the other guys and they die. But if you don't kill them fast enough, then you just die because you're on fire.
Right.
There's probably a better example, but I really like Bomberman.
Yeah. So I guess overall, individually,
We're loving it right now.
Yes. So, but Stefan here is a little bit further. I'm not going to say spoil things for us. Don't do kill.
We've already spoiled things for the viewers at home.
But does
we
it?
gave
But
you a warning.
Tell us if it keeps up the quality.
Oh wait, did we actually say some of the spoilers before the warning?
No.
Oh, we did. Okay.
We did, but like it.
They were in like the first
So
episode,
it was
like the first 2
1.
episodes.
So it's too late to save them.
It's too late.
But
Anyway, so Stefan, what did you think? Do you think this series keeps going in good quality as it goes on?
Yes.
Good.
And they just...
And there you have it, affirmation from the future.
I have 2 more things I want to talk about. It's basically just going to be you and Bob, and hey, you people should be you 3 should be fucking watching this because it's only 2 episodes in, both of them. We'll start with Parasite.
Oh,
Parasite?
I actually heard about that a while ago. That's
Parasite?
That's like his hand turns into all kinds of like horrible things, and he has a face
It's
on
body
it.
horror
Yeah.
anime with like kind of some like little lighthearted.
He accidentally saved himself from his brain being taken over by a parasite. A whole bunch of parasites got rained down from outer space, and they jump into people's brains and turn them into horrible, horrible monsters.
Now, mind you, this is based on a manga that started in 1988 and ended in 1995. So I don't know where this want for a parasite anime.
Why Madhouse just decided, fuck it, let's make a Madhouse anime.
Really cool looking live action movie now too.
Damn.
Like.
Oh god, what is that going to look like in live action?
It's going to look awful, I hope.
It's gonna look a really
You mean
sloppy-
like awful as in
Awful as in gross. I want it to
Yeah.
look disgusting. It's body horror, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Asians are good at making gross things. But
Garo CG looks pretty good, so
Yeah.
Is that the second
well,
one?
that's like I mean, is this like
Is that
a
the
so
second
bad
one that you're
it's
suggesting?
funny kind of thing?
not yet, but
Parasite is actually good.
no, I'm talking
Like,
about live action Garo.
Like I've seen some of the pictures of it. Like it almost looks like a joke. It's so ridiculous looking.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's actually very good. It's
I like
like
the soundtrack.
it's the random dubstep that happens.
Not the opening.
It's like JoJo
Yeah.
with the dubstep.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, fucking
Dubstep?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas getting all that work this
They
year.
do every opening.
Freaking Hunter x Hunter and now Parasite.
Madhouse loves them, and I think I mean, I will probably
And fucking Sengoku
I
Basara.
don't know if Madhouse did Sengoku Basara for though Judge End.
But this is still on the Fear and Loathing train of them getting so
I'm still
much
laughing at
work.
it because of Goku Sora Judge End. Because if you read
Judge
the lyrics, it's literally about the
Sengoku
everyday
Basara, Judge End.
life of waking up, eating yogurt, going to school, taking a shit, going back to bed, and
Well, don't
repeating the
worry.
process. It's literally just talking about how he woke up and ate yogurt.
Wait.
I missed all of that.
Like
The
it's
intro,
like Goku
apparently
Sora
the
Judge
intro.
End. The opening, if you actually read the lyrics, it's just about them waking up, eating yogurt, going through the whole school and everyday process, and only to wake back up to eat more yogurt.
Wait, you ever listen to like the whole?
It's in English.
Yeah, I'm saying, you ever listen to all the lyrics of the song from the first Kingdom Hearts? Like,
Oh, let's not go there. That's not fair.
I don't want to meet your mother.
I meet your father,
Like,
but then I wish I have to meet your father.
like, the thing is, like, the whole song is in, like, there's a Japanese version, but, the one I have on my PS2, the whole song is in English. They were banking on the fact that you're not paying attention, or that you're not going to play the whole song. Like, I mean, translations, cultural differences, whatever. No, at some point, she just starts rambling. Like, fuck, are they still recording? Like, what other English words do I know?
No, but the thing is,
Like now she's just singing about what's going on in her life actually.
oh my god. No, like, the difference between Kingdom Hearts and Sengoku Bizarre Judge End as opening was just like,
Imagine
it sounds
comparing
really
the two.
it sounds really softcore. But then you go to Sengoku Bizarre, it's like, it's been a year and then 2 months since I was born. It's always fucking intense for no reason. It was
It's like, why are you talking about your everyday life?
Because that's a different tone of it. Like, Kingdom Hearts is just like, early
Fear and Loathing just goes into Screamo, and they never put it in the openings, the endings to anything. Like, they skipped the whole part where they're like, yeah!
I'm not sure if that's an actual lyric or just Bob.
A little bit of both.
It's actually a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Again, the viewers at home, I'm sure you're used to
Alright,
Bob doing that by
let's
now.
rein it back in. Like, freaking...
Yeah. Let's bring it back.
Fucking Resident Evil 5 definitely stole Ouroboros from Parasite, who stole their body horror thing from The Thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
But more specifically, I think...
Resident Evil 5 had a plot. I was just watching all the Matrix ripoffs.
Whiphead Man in episode 2 was really hype.
Yeah. I was like...
Despite being gross.
Wesker was definitely reading Parasite. He was like, this is what I want my monsters to do.
I will saturate the world just like this.
Complete and utter saturation.
And then
calling his right hand Migi.
And then, meanwhile, you know, he makes himself, you know, Geese Howard, Neo, Johnny Bravo.
A part of the fucking pseudo-European team of evil, along with Duragan C. Mikado and Liquid Snake.
Duragan C. Mikado in all 4 flavors.
What kind of name is that even supposed to be?
I don't know, but like in the original game, there were 4 different Duragan C. Mikados on the fucking roster.
You fight him 4 times.
Oh wait, is that the guy from The Bouncer?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you fight him.
He pisses me off.
Oh, hey, you beat me. Let me just take off some of my clothes.
You beat me. You beat me. I was fighting fucking 3 people with 1 hand.
Now let me fight with both hands.
Cocky shit. Now I'm gonna use both my hands. Oh, gotta take the leather jacket off now.
Now wearing overalls somehow.
Hope you're not. He was wearing a fucking leather jacket with fucking overalls. Anyway,
hey, when you're that strong, you can wear.
When you're and then when you beat the game a second time, he gets back up and takes the overalls off, and then his glowing dragon tattoo appears on his back, and now he's like, "Fuck it, fight for the sake of fighting."
Now he's got like JoJo Bizarre Adventure rapid punches for no reason.
It's fucking
which eviscerates your fucking defense.
Glowy punches and fucking Tatsumakis and shit.
I was never able to beat that boss.
Oh my god! What made it most ridiculous is that you go to the versus mode. And you look at the bottom screen, there's like 4 different flavors of Duragan C. Mikado.
Whenever me and
you're like, what the fuck?
Whenever me and my friends would get tired of doing the versus mode, we would just pick all 4 Duragans, just set them all to computer.
I think we're blowing off track here.
Way off track.
Okay.
So yeah.
We were talking about the creepy hand thing.
Yeah, Parasite. I think we've gone as deep as we could go. It's only 2 episodes in.
Parasite is good. Watch it. It's good. Especially if you're sad about Hunter x Hunter ending.
Yes.
Also, like, why are you guys asking me about it? I haven't seen it.
I'm not asking you about it. I'm saying go watch it.
We're telling the viewers to watch it.
I'm one of the viewers too?
Yes.
Apparently.
I suppose. We're all viewers.
Listeners, actually. This is a podcast.
Good. I did it again.
Well, it's come full circle. You're one of the listeners too, because I'm pretty sure you're going to go back and watch this. Listen to this.
Haha. And I'm gonna have to listen to it because I have to edit it together. So anyway, and the second thing is fucking, you know where I'm going for.
7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah, there we go. 2 episodes in.
Fucking love it. I caught up with the manga. I'm hyped for the anime, and the anime is good. It's the best manga adaptation of the season. Cause Terraformers, man, you got those like black circles everywhere. Fucking World Trigger is being done by Toei, so almost all hope is lost. But this is good, and nobody's watching it. So go watch it.
Yeah, let's just hope for World Trigger's sake they stick their hands into the One Piece funds.
Yeah,
actually fucking.
I'm being optimistic with World Trigger because World Trigger is one of my current favorite Shonen Jump mangas right now, and I really don't want them to fuck it up. And so far, they're doing an adequate job. But seeing how they kind of declined with Toriko later in that, and then filler ending.
Dumb kaiju fight, we win.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they don't do that. I'm really hoping, especially with how hyped the fucking manga's getting for Toriko. Why isn't that being animated?
Yeah.
Why?
There's some Mortal Kombat fatality shit going on in the manga, and why isn't it being animated? Because kids can't see.
Well, because, like,
No, I don't want to hear it. Everybody needs to watch Seven Deadly Sins.
And they need to be reading Toriko.
well, I was gonna say the thing with
Well,
Toriko,
I'm reading.
like, they're just gonna
I'm
black
reading
out
Seven
half the
Deadly
screen.
Sins right now. So.
Well, yeah.
Put it on the later timeline.
Also, like, since when it, like, is that just like a recent thing when they censor stuff in anime? They just black out the whole fucking screen.
The big
No. Now
Like-
they're like fucking 4 kids.
Like there's actually like 2 different like schools of censoring. There's the JoJo where it's just kind of like black,
It's fuzzy.
like fuzzy blackness on some of the screen, and then there's the grievous fucking
Microsoft Paint black box terraformers bullshit.
There it is.
Yeah, I know what's going on with Terraform. But honestly, even JoJo's, they need to get their priorities straight. Yeah, it's like, they'll show us like a naked 10-year-old girl. They'll show us like a doll getting fucking mutilated by
But
that
that's
site.
blacked out, though.
Oh, yeah. There was like a fucking black dot in the center while you see his eyes popping out and blood flying everywhere.
Well, no, it was like...
I think they still got the point
I
across.
went to the black gradient tool. You could still see the model of the dog being mutilated.
Bob, go back and watch that scene.
Shut up,
Show
you.
that scene to a child.
Go watch
You
Seven
can't-
Deadly Sins, though!
I'm gonna watch it. Actually, I'm reading.
Back to Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, it's so good. I'm
Meliodas is a boss catching that lightning spear and
Gil
shit.
Thunder's a boss.
Gil
Throwing
Thunder's is shit
Thunder
and
spear
a
from the fucking town away. I'm gonna catch it and throw it back at you. Oh, this man's real. We're fighting in the next episode now.
I actually read that part of the manga. That was actually really fucking
like
funny.
the way that popped
Gil
off was
Thunder's
hilarious.
the best.
Freaking Gil Thunder shows up to the town, is like, "Give me some beer," and there's like, we spent like a month making this beer, and he was like, "This is horse piss." And then he takes his sword and sticks it in the ground, so now their river's dried up.
Lightning can do that.
And so Meliodas just comes down, "I'll be taking this out the ground."
No.
After the whole town, literally the whole town tied a rope to the sword trying to pull it out, and they couldn't do it.
Like, he hits it down so hard, it was almost impossible to actually take it out. And then he just comes out of nowhere, it's like, oi.
And so,
It's not like
yo.
some, getting back to Fate here, it's not like some, chosen one, King Arthur shit. He's just that fucking strong.
Yeah, he is.
He's a legendary warrior, basically. One of 7.
Okay, so legendary, how come I've never heard of him?
We probably should...
well, you will now when you watch it or read it.
Maybe we should explain the story. I mean, it's not like it's going to spoil anything.
It's only 2 episodes in. We don't really need to explain anything.
Well, yeah, that
You
is...
watch
read-
it, you
go watch
understand
and
watching. And you watch.
Well, apparently
Yes.
it's about Seven Deadly
Words.
Sins, which, they throw that shit around all the time in anime just to fucking name
But
recognition.
7 godlike
No,
knights.
and if that isn't enough, the guy who made this manga made Congo Bancho.
Fucking love that.
Yeah! And if you know what Congo Bancho is, you should be watching this. Moreover, it's even better.
So after he pulls the sword out of the ground, fucking one of Gil Thunder's soldiers is like, "Hey dude, here's your sword." Somebody pulled it out of the ground. He is like, where was that again? Be specific." "Oh, it was like 4.3 miles that way."
It was a couple towns away.
It was a couple of towns
At this coordinates.
these coordinates, and so he just walks to the window and he's like, "Can I borrow your spear? Thanks." And he's like, "Okay, wind is about, alright." Charges the spear with lightning and just throws it towards the town. Meanwhile, Meliodas is like,
Like, there's a really emotional scene with, like, the princess he's chilling with, and she's just like...
she was all like, "I try hard, and the royal knights are being assholes, and I need you to save."
And he's while he's doing... Oh, I gotta go.
While she's saying all that, he's like, "Where's it gonna come from? 2 steps to the right. Yeah, it's gonna be about here." And while he's like consoling her too, he's like, "Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm with you. All right, here's my ride." Catches the spear, flies through like 3 buildings,
tosses it right
and then he stops and he's like, whoosh, tosses the shit right back. And Gil Thunder's just sitting in his chair. It lands right next to Gil Thunder's face. He's like, "Yep, he's the real deal."
And by the way, the whole tower crashed pretty much.
Yep.
But he's fine. He's not
like basically the whole tower around him that he's sitting in fucks up, but him and his chair is okay.
They're like, "Are you alright?" He's just sitting there, like, smirking.
Sitting there with one cut on his cheek with a smirk like, "Yep, he's the real deal."
Yep, that's him.
Alright, that actually sounds pretty hype.
Yeah.
And I sure hope the viewers at home are convinced too.
Oh, that should.
Audible wink.
So that was good. Anyway, that concludes this portion of the podcast, but stay tuned for an interview with an artist
Yes, he's selling prints, and they're badass like a motherfucker.
Like, goddamn, Billy Mays selling that shit.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
Fucking movies.
See you when we return. Alright, so we're back for part 3 or 4. How many times I chopped this thing up?
Yes. Back forever. Just
Fuck.
Yeah.
Come and check me.
the checkmate.
He's playing
is
an
real.
intense game of chess right now, multitasking.
So we should introduce our guest.
Or was, rather.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Name's William Askew, also known as Emor the Accepted.
A name that he put together just a few seconds ago. Literally.
Sick.
Appreciate it. You can thank this man right here. What's your name, boss?
Man, sorry, live.
La? Thank you, La.
Mm.
It's a pleasure.
Christened the Accepted.
Yes, and I guess I am Bob, the co-host. Just bluntly, Bob, the co-host.
Oh, shit.
The defiled.
Alright, so let's get this moving.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're working on a project, you're selling prints.
Yes, I'm working on the project. I'm selling prints. I'm doing a whole bunch of things. Right now, the cardboard auctions has been set off since January of this year. It's a project dedicated to homeless and charity and awareness.
Oh, cool.
The idea is to, while being homeless in the streets of New York, starting with essentially nothing, do 1,600 portraits of homeless folks and, just travel around the U.S. showcasing these particular portraits, telling their stories, and, getting people aware that homelessness is a very big issue in the U.S., not only in the U.S., but also worldwide. So I'm hoping by next year to start documenting the experience. And from doing this project, I've learned a lot about, art as a career and also my own personal intentions. One of the most incredible things about this project is it's given me a new appreciation on survival. And survival in an urban environment at that. It's one thing to be out in the forest picking berries and, and roots and
making a log house and whatnot,
scavenging.
Lumberjack.
But it's a completely different experience when it comes to networking. Give me 1 second as I say goodbye to the lovely Arvis Mokiba.
Hi, Becky.
It's a pleasure.
See you guys later.
Take care. I don't think they could hear us.
Yes. Okay, so, do you have any questions for me, sir?
Where can they find the prints for you to buy?
The prints in which I'm going to be selling are going to be online. Essentially, I won't be throwing those up until November 1st. We're doing a show at Bushwick Art and Shipping on Flushing Ave. Address is 1053 down in Brooklyn. Essentially, it's the show itself is called Flash Prime Delta.
Nice.
You can look it up on Facebook. Also, BK Wildlife is pretty much throwing the show. But the curator, Chris Carr, invited me to utilize the space down at Bushwick Art and Shipping, and so I'm going to be there doing portraits and setting up commissions and, really trying to do the best that I can in order to complete this particular series. At this point in time, there's roughly, I'm going to say, 300 portraits done out of this 1,600. So the goal is to have it all done by February. So being given is really great.
Nice. Is the previous project over, the one that you were doing to pay for this one? The one with the sick ass Shimogorath and the swordfish?
That was awesome.
No. Actually, I'm using those particular paintings and illustrations to further the cause because there's no money being pumped into this project other than my own, and they're ultimately just something I enjoy video games. Like, I love everything that TeamNotCrash is doing, and like, just, it's fucking amazing. Like, I sit down and I watch an episode and I feel really, really happy. Like, the Tenchu segment was the best thing in the fucking world to me.
Which one?
All of it. The entire series. Like, I relived the entire experience of playing Wrath of Heaven by watching you guys, and it was like...
That's awesome.
Your antics are just incredible. Also, the introduction of like video editing and throwing in little clips really made my day.
Yeah, for
like,
DJ loves what he does. Our editor, he goes in.
He definitely does.
To the point where me and Bob right now are doing I'm going to start
an Onimusha playthrough.
Yeah, he's like, you're not allowed to release that until I make the thumbnail and the intro.
Yeah. Awesome. Can I have a request?
Hmm?
Can you do a Mega Man playthrough?
We like a whole bunch of us.
We did a one-off video that was
we did a terrible
amazingly bad,
but
great to watch. It's
but
funny.
he's gonna revisit it because we figured stuff out that we need to figure out.
We're gonna go back.
And plus, I want to do X4, and our new member Dan wants to do command missions, so we're probably just gonna make a whole month of it.
Oh yeah, month of Mega Man. That'll probably be a thing.
And at least if I can get you guys to like play a game of Mario Kart talking shit, that would be the most incredible thing in the world.
That's definitely up on the fucking the Crash and Bash list.
Yes.
Yo, can I get an invite to come and play with you guys one day?
Any fucking time. Like,
yeah, word. Definitely. Like, if we just end up doing like
sweet,
freaking like another Crash and Bash, we'll definitely like let you know.
Crash and Bashes are like free for like
sweet. Thank you.
Whatever,
Thank
just
you so
jump
much.
in.
Yeah, basically. Just hey, have fun and fight each other and be dicks.
So you're you got an Etsy, so let them know where they can find your prints at.
The prints can I guess the best place to find it is on my Facebook, Artist Emor, or William Wadaski Jr. You can find me under. And you can also check out my Instagram under artist_Emor, EMOR. Also check out, my online portfolio and my Etsy account, like, the Happy Mask Shop, named after the Legend of Zelda Happy Mask Shop.
Nice.
Like, but, yeah, that's about all I got right now. I guess, check out Strong Bad World, our unofficial artist guild. You can find that on Facebook and Twitter. I'll drop you guys links and I guess you can plug it in.
All right.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm really unprepared for this interview.
We're all thoroughly unprepared for this interview.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, once I,
we do want to get the word out though.
Once I put the video up, I'm going to put the picture of the 3 prints that you have up on, or do you have more now up on the Etsy?
At this point, it's just 2 prints right now. I'm going to throw up I'm going to re-throw up those 2 as well as, a few more. Though these prints will be on sale on November 1st, at the Art and Shipping show. The Bushwick Art and Shipping show. So yeah, come check out, Flash Prime Delta 1053, Flushing Ave.
Mm-hmm. Have you been watching, any anime or reading any manga recently?
Hell yeah. Yo, The Devil is a Part-Timer is probably the funniest anime I've ever seen. I feel like it was way too short-lived. Right now I'm watching Terraformers.
Good.
I feel like that is the most ridiculous anime besides, like, I'm waiting for Attack on Titan, season 2.
Oh yeah.
I think that's like my most anticipated.
And I've been reading the manga and I know
Kill.
season 2 is gonna be nuts.
I'm not touching the manga. I have a firm rule. If the anime is ongoing, I am not reading the manga. After seeing what happened with Full Metal Alchemist, I just can't do it to myself. Like, Full Metal Alchemist, Fooly Cooly, the mangas are completely different. And then when Brotherhood came out, I was like, redemption. It felt good to actually sit down and watch.
Yeah.
It's like trying to watch Game of Thrones and reading the novels. You kind of, you get a visual aspect, but like as much of the detail that is lost, Did
you get cut out for a second there?
Yeah, for the last 2 seconds, you got cut out.
Alright, as
the visual
far as,
aspect
like,
and then
reading, I just can't read the mangas. I can't do it to myself. It set me up for disappointment.
Yeah. I started reading Terraformers before it came out, so
yeah, I had no idea they were ever going to adapt it, but they did. My one thing that I have wrong with the anime is the censorship.
Those egregious censors.
Oh yeah.
But that said, they did say on Crunchyroll that they're getting rid of them sooner than later, which is good, you know. And what matters to me is when a roach gets punched in the face, you at least see it, which is good.
Yeah.
There are bugs, so it's fine.
Oh, that episode 4 with the uppercut. I can't remember what the guy's name is, but the hunting spider.
Marco's
Huntsman spider.
uppercut. I was like, oh, that was so well done.
Yeah.
As I remember that from the manga, I'm like, I hope that scene's just as mean in the anime, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy.
So you got any suggestions for the listeners?
Yes. If you haven't checked out Kill la Kill, I want to say that's an amazingly chaotic anime. I'm really big into like, you know, over fantasizing and over exaggeration.
Yeah, we sat through that joint too.
A throwback. Oh, a really great throwback. Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo.
Yes.
Nice.
Is worth watching. There's Gunbusters.
Oh,
One of the
nice.
first Japanese animes that I watched in Japanese, Gunbusters, taught me quantum mechanics. Like, I understand quantum mechanics because of this anime. And lastly, Golden Boy, my absolute favorite anime of all time.
Golden Boy
Describes the life in which I'm living entirely.
Fantastic.
I got two recommendations for you if you haven't already seen them or picked them up. Have you heard of The Devil in Me Blues?
No.
It's like 2 gigantic books. I think I bought the first one in the mall, and I was like,
okay.
I read it in the mall, and I was like, this is mine, I gotta buy this. It's about like a blues musician. A blues musician, I can never say that word.
Blues musician.
Yes, in the South.
Okay.
Is it like just a book or graphic novel?
It's a manga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
I'll check it out.
And also
Devil in the Blues.
Yeah, and 2 more, The Devil in Me Blues. And two different book series that this one guy read. I can never remember his name. It's like Philip something. The first one is MBQ, and the second one is Peepochu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what are they about?
MBQ is about like a comic book artist who hates American comics and mangas, and he wants to make his own thing. And also, he wants to solely live off of his art, but he's like freeloading with a friend, like off of a friend. And that's basically how it starts. And there's like all types of side characters, like he has like gangbanger friends and stuff, and like it just gets nuts and crazy and violent, and then there's a lesson learned at the end.
Okay, speaking of, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to, but you gotta check out Tokyo Tribes 2. It's like the second adaptation to Tokyo Tribes, which was a manga. Tokyo Tribes 2 is an anime.
I've seen it. It's fucking weird. I like it though.
Before I forget, you gotta check out the Luffy hat. Yo.
Emor's gonna be king of the pirates.
A friend of mine, Nathaniel King III, a Muay Thai fighter, just moved out to Japan, and before he left, he gave me this hat as commemoration of our great.
You have a Shanks?
So,
Oh my god, I want a
I gotta
Shanks.
go to Japan next year.
Don't worry, Emor. You'll
So,
you'll
yeah,
run into
yeah,
Shanks again one day.
He's gonna hook me up with some of the new anime that's coming through, and I'll be able to relay that to you and let you know what's going down in Japan a hell of a lot more often.
Thanks for that.
And next year I'm gonna be traveling. I'm gonna be traveling to Japan after this project's over to go see him, and we're gonna climb Mount Fuji
Whoa.
just because.
Damn.
I have a good time and try not to go spend too much time in the suicide forest.
Don't go to Aokigahara.
Oh man. No. Got to. I have to. Like I can't not.
And don't go to the nuclear forested, like, abandoned fucking amusement park. That's a thing, too.
Apparently there's like an abandoned underpass that's like just filled with evil spirits in Tokyo, so I gotta check that out. I'm not sure what it's called, but I will find it.
You gotta find one of those noodle carts that's just under a bridge.
The underbridge noodle cart. Goddamn. That's like trying to find taco truck in here, around in Inwood. You'll never. It's elusive.
So you guys should definitely come through to the art show on the 1st. It starts at 6 p.m. It's free until 9. Come check us out. It'll be a great experience.
I'll try.
And I'll be selling prints.
I'll definitely try to make it out.
Yeah. If I go, I'm definitely gonna bring my camera, make it a follow-up video.
Nice. So, anything else you might want to ask?
That's about it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, coolio. So I guess I'll check you guys soon.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Can't wait for the next upload. When's that going to be?
There should be another episode up today, actually.
Yeah, I believe so.
Resident Evil.
Sweet.
And once that's over, DJ.
Resident Evil?
Yeah, Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, Resi 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm gonna watch that on the train ride home.
I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna like do hell or high water get this podcast out before October's over because I already dated it and said October. So
kind of got to do it now.
Coolios. Yeah. So I think gotta head out in a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
But thank you for having me on, and I really appreciate you guys.
And thank goodness Audacity didn't crash on us.
Good.
Facts. All right. Take care.
Take care.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace. Alright, so that was Emor, and that's the end of the show.
That's right. If you want to watch more of our videos, go to TeamNotCrash.
TeamNotCrash. Alright, so go to TeamNotCrash, all one word.
One word.
On YouTube, also, check out our Facebook page.
TeamNotCrash. Facebook.
We put all types of extra silly shit up there. So,
yeah, exclusive videos not seen anywhere else.
Whoa. Alright, signing out.
Peace.
Eyes on Crash.
Eyes on Crash.
TeamNotCrash is watching.
Crashing is the eyes when you watch yourself in the eyes of the crash. That's the Here's the outro song if there is one.
Yeah, I think I might just fade in the song. See ya!
Whatever happened to the future diaries? The old man, the terrorist, the mayor of the city. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a phone, and somebody's trying to kill you. Everywhere you go, everywhere there's a place, somebody's trying to screw you. It's a survival game. When everyone's dead, you're all alone. You can make a new world or time travel home. Everywhere you look.
I don't fucking know, man.
this show's terrible. Why the fuck are you watching this?
Where you look, baby.
Fuck!
People just trying to take your phone.
Bow, bow, bow!
Imagine you synced up with yourself for the last bow.